I'm going to talk about the enhanced suspension for wheeled vehicles. So basically, I've been playing uh, Frontline with these wheeled vehicles, and what I've discovered is when I use the enhanced suspension, I'm being tracked a lot less often. Usually, what happens is you get tracked, and then it takes a long time to repair, so you need a repair crew or you need repair kits, and it takes a long time to repair. So then I said, you know what, I'm going to switch to this instead, see what the difference is. I'm getting tracked rarely when I use the enhanced suspension. Really don't use the repair kit very often at all, especially because there are repair facilities and it's very quick for you to get to them. I do use the repair crew skills on these types of tanks, but I highly recommend them. I tried this like a year and a half ago with these types of tanks. And what I discovered is when you use the enhanced suspension on this type of tank, you can definitely jump off of cliffs from a higher distance. For example, on Karelia, if you jump off of the ledge on the west side into the swamp area with the enhanced suspension, you can do it with this tank without damaging anything. If you don't have the enhanced suspension, you might damage something. So in Frontline, when I use the enhanced suspension, you can do a lot crazier hit and run tactics because people won't suspect that you're going to jump off some cliff somewhere. With this tank, I jumped off really high cliffs. On Overlord, I don't remember how high I got, but I was jumping off super high cliffs where I thought for sure would take damage, never took damage. I'm not saying Overlord onto the beach, but I remember taking very high jumps that really surprised me. So with Frontline, and when you have the enhanced suspension, you can really go crazy with the cliff jumping, and it surprises the enemy because you're going to be able to take a route that they don't expect. And the key is to go at the enemy and get behind either get behind them on their weaker armor or in the direction opposite where their gun is pointed, which might require you to do some hit and run. If you watch my hit and run videos when I go over hills, you'll see what I'm talking about. You can do a lot of damage to enemy tanks, and I don't see enough players doing it. And I actually learned that technique playing Frontline. I didn't learn it from random battles. And once I learned how to do it in Frontline, I started doing it in random battles. Frontline has a lot of rolling hills, especially if you're on Cap D. So what happens is, it is often that there are enemy tanks on the slope of a hill, and you just, you know, spot them, get behind them, shoot them, go back over the hill, and you're gone. And they can't do anything. So that's why it's really important. I highly recommend you do this. I'm going to be showing some videos. I actually did some testing. I don't know. I have the replays, but I never turned them into videos where I just randomly jumped off of cliffs in random battles. Yes, I actually do crazy high-risk gameplay because I don't care about my win rate. All the stat patterns are going crazy right now. So I'm going to do further testing, and when I'm prepared to release a video, I will show it to you and you can learn the tactic. And then a year from now, when Quickie Baby learns how to do it and all the Unicums learn how to do it, and they'll say what a great player they are and what a crappy player I am. Okay, if you have any questions or comments, please post below.